everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply an acrylic clear coat to an acrylic portrait that I have just finished. One of the reasons that I want to apply a clear coat to my painting is to preserve the artwork. When you apply an acrylic clear coat, you will preserve your artwork for years and generations to come. Another very important thing that it does is it will bring it a luster equal to oil paint. Oftentimes, acrylic painting is very much criticized because it's said that it does not have the luster that an oil paint has. Well, I'm going to show you how by applying an acrylic clear coat, it can bring out the magnificent colors in your acrylic painting. And you will preserve your painting for years and generations to come. In the air, we have lots and lots of pollutants. They embed into our canvas, and it becomes very difficult to clean. When you apply an acrylic clear coat, it makes cleaning your beautiful artwork so simple. All you have to do is use soap and water and wash it down, and your artwork is preserved underneath the clear coat. So let's talk about the different kinds of clear coats that there are available to use. We have a gloss finish, we have a matte finish, and there's also a satin finish. Now, the painting that I'm going to do has very high contrast. It has a very dark background. I want to bring out all of this contrast, and by using a gloss finish, it will do just that. If I were to use the matte finish on it, all of the darks in it would kind of get grayed out. The matte finish would work very well for a painting that has very subtle colors that you don't care about it being muted somewhat. And a satin finish is great for those in between. So I'm going to get my canvas, bring my clear coat, and I'm going to head outside and I'm going to show you how I apply a clear coat. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so here's my can, and I'm going to make sure that the nozzle is cleared by spraying it off to the distance. There we go. And I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to work my way down. It's a little windy today, so now I will wait a few minutes and then I will apply another coat. Now typically my can is getting kind of old and my nozzle is a little bit bent, so I'm having a little bit more difficulty than I normally would, but there's a lot in here and I don't want to waste it. But typically when I'm spraying, I'll start at one side, hold the nozzle down, spray it across and lift up, and then move down the painting like that.
but this is giving me a little bit of a problem today. We'll see if I can straighten it out before I do the second coat. So I'll be back in a second and we'll apply another coat. Okay, and one thing I wanted to mention too, I have the painting raised up on a piece of wood so that it's free all the way around the edges. That way I don't have any risk of it sticking all the way around and having a hard time lifting it up. So I'm going to see if this is going to work any better for me. But when the cans start getting down there, they start having a little bit more trouble. So I'm going to start at the top, go all the way over, lift up. Spray, stop. And I'm just going to continue that way. I'm pushing down when I start and I'm lifting up when I stop. And you're better off having it laying down flat so then you don't have runs, and plus you don't want to be applying too much at a time. That's why you do a few layers and let it gradually get built up. And that's the second coat, and I'll give this about 15 minutes to dry, and I'll apply a final coat, and then this painting will have a nice clear coat finish. I'll be back in a second. When you're using your clear coat, you want to make sure that you hold your can at a 45-degree angle, and you want to be 6 to 8 inches away from the surface that you're applying the clear coat to. So now we're going to apply the final coat. And now I'll let this dry, and I'll have a nice clear coat finish on this painting. So I'll see you back in a second in the studio, and I'll show you the finished results.
Now that my clear coat is dry, let me just show you what a nice luster this has put on the painting. As you can see, it is covered everywhere and there's no bubbling. I have not had any bubbling, and that really does make a huge difference. Applying one coat at a time very thinly will really help get a nice finish. So I hope that you found this helpful and useful for yourself in some way. If you have, give it a big old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget, like and subscribe and hit that old bell button. That way you'll get notified when I post new videos. So until I see you again, happy painting.